Okay, this is called Challenge Math with Miss Sheehan because this is going to be some new information that you probably don't need to know, but it's just a challenge, okay? So the first one we're going to try to do is 12 times 6. I'm going to show you two ways to do this, okay? So the first one is I'm going to break apart 12 so it's a little easier for me. So I'm going to do, to make 12, I get 10 and 2. So I'm going to do 10 times 6 and 2 times 6. Okay, so I'm going to say 10 times 6, that one equals 60. And then 2 times 6 is like 6 plus 6, and that equals 12. So I will put 12 over here. And then I can just add these two up. I can say 0 plus 2 is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7. That answer is 72. Great. I'm going to show you one other way to find that one out, okay? So the other way to do it is to write it up and down. So you can go 12 times 6. And what you're going to do is you are going to multiply these, and then you're going to multiply these, okay? So you're going to say 6 times 2 is 12. So same with addition, you don't put the tens down here. So for 12, I would put my 1 up here and my 2 down here, okay? And then I would think 6 times 1, 6 times 1 is 6, and then I add this number. So 6 plus 1 is 7. I got the same answer. Let's try another one. Let's do 16 times 4. Okay, so let's try that first strategy. Let's break this apart. So let's try to think what could equal 16. I like to do a lot of 10, so I would say 10 and 6. That gets me to 16, right? And I'm going to multiply both of those by 4. So I can say 10 times 4 equals 40. 6 times 4 equals, do you guys remember? 6, 12, 18, 24. And then I can add those up. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. My answer is 64. Let me show you the other way to do it. The other way is to write it up and down. So I would say 16 times 4. Okay? And remember, first we're going to multiply this. Then we're going to multiply this. Okay? So we'll say 6 times 4, that was 6, 12, 18, 24. So I'm going to put the 2 up here and the 4 down here. Then I'm going to multiply this. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2. 4, 5, 6. I still got 64. Okay? Now this next one that we're going to do, I want you to pause it, you try to figure it out, and then see if you got the same answer as me, okay? We're going to do it a little bit trickier. We're going to do 23 times 3, okay? So now you can split it up. Instead of splitting it up by 10s, you could do it by 20s, okay? So you can pause me and unpause me when you're done, and I'm going to keep working on this, okay? So I am going to switch mine up. I'm going to say 20 and 3. Now, if you wanted to do 10, 10, and 3, that's fine too, okay? So 20 times 3 and 3 times 3. So I kind of look at this like 2 times 3 because that's a little number that I know. and that is 6. And then I just think with that 0, that will get me right to 60. I add the 0 on at the end. 3 times 3, 3, 6, 9. Then I add 60 plus 9, and I get 69. Okay? Now let's try doing it the up and down way, just so that we can get the hang of it. So remember, we're going to multiply this first, and then multiply this. So we're going to say 3 times 3, and that equals 9. And then we're going to multiply 3 times 2, and that equals 6. We got 69. All right, this will be the last one for today. We will try, how about 18 times 5. Okay, so split apart your 18. I'm splitting mine 10 and 8, and then multiply them both by 5. 10 times 5 equals 50. 8 times 5 equals 40. Add those babies up, you get 90. All right, let's try it the up and down way, just to get the hang of it. 18 times 5. Remember, first I do this, then I multiply this. Okay, so 8 times 5, we said that was 40, right? You can say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm going to put the 4 up here and the 0 down here. Then I'm going to say 5 times 1 is 5. And don't forget, I need to add this number. So I have 5 plus 4. That equals 9. Awesome job!